Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's make Monday the fuel for our success journey. I couldn't have said it better. Good to see everybody. Welcome to another episode of Eric and Friends podcast. And today I am so excited. First of all, I have some great speakers. Leah Garcia, Amberly Shreve, Zan and Aguru are here in the house. And I'm also excited because of our topic, right? Goals basically is what changed my life, right? Because there was a time I didn't have any goals. I was all over the place, right? So we're going to talk about goal setting strategies today. Very important topic, especially now that we're entering into the new year. So, definitely, first of all, tell us where you're zooming in from, put it in the chat, and then ask us questions about goals, right? And we'll do our best to answer your questions. I think so. First of all, it's important to know why we set goals, right? Why do we set goals? And I think one of the reasons we set goals, well, a few of the reasons is number one, to get direction, right? To get clarity, to motivate us to get to a certain level, right? Because if you don't have goals, you're just wandering, right? You can go 10 years and not achieve anything. It happened. Like people think things get better with time. That's not true. That's not true. Things can actually get way worse with time, right? So you want to set goals. So we are going to dive into it. First of all, I am going to call upon my good friend from California, where it is 4:02 in the morning. She is here bright and early to talk to us about this topic. So she is a financial expert, a financial strategist. She is a black belt, a third degree, right, in martial arts. So she's a very disciplined lady. And, some people say, well, money doesn't buy you happiness. Have you heard that before? Well, broke doesn't buy you anything. Okay, that's what Leah Garcia says. It doesn't buy you anything. Because, if you have the problems of a rich person, your problems are limited. But if you have the problems of a poor person, you have a lot more problems. I guarantee you that. So let's go out to my good friend Leah Garcia from California. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eric F. King of Collaboration. Well, you got jokes this morning, and I love it. I am on fire. Let's go. That's how are we going to set our goals and prepare to thrive in 2025. Well, my name is Leah Garcia, financial strategist and insurance professional, and it's my crusade to help each one of you properly protect, distribute, and transfer your wealth so you can build that legacy and create generational and multi-generational wealth for you and your loved ones. And absolutely, I agree with you, Eric. What you said is so true. And you know what? What got us here won't get us there, right? What got us here won't get us there. It's time for us to upgrade our thinking, to upgrade our skill set, to have different words and terminology. And I know a lot of people talk about growth mindset. Well, in my humble opinion, that's an oxymoron. Those are conflicting terms. Something that's growing is vibrant, it's thriving. And a mindset, something you set, is static, right? It's just we set something on the table, it's stationary. So for me, in 2025, I'm talking about a growth money mind shift. We have to shift our thinking. We have to upgrade our thinking. We have to look for new strategies. And so for me, in 2025, I'm throwing away those SMART goals. I'm getting rid of those SMART things. We've all heard about the SMART goals forever. You can go online and you can see a ton of SMART goals. Well, we didn't come here to give you everything that you can find on Google, right? This is new thinking, upgraded thinking. So I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets on how you can prepare to thrive in 2025. So number 1, yes, we're getting rid of those SMART goals, and Brendon Burchard calls it dumb goals. And I'm going to not to go into that right now, but you can look it up. We got to upgrade our stinking thinking. We have to look at, SMART goals that talks about something that's achievable. It's realistic. Listen, we're entrepreneurs. We're not realistic. Okay. Think about Bugsy Bogles, I think is how you pronounce his last name. He was only 5'3" and he was in the NBA for 14 years. Folks, that is not realistic. I wonder what his 7th grade teacher told him about if that was his dream to be in the NBA. Think of Mark Zuckerberg. He met in a dorm room with 4 other people. That wasn't realistic for him, what he did. Now he's worth over $214 billion. Did he think that was achievable when he did that? No, like I said, we are entrepreneurs. We are visionaries, right? Number 2, we have to forgive ourselves, folks. We have to forgive ourselves. A lot of times when people come to me and they want to upgrade their money, they want to have their money right. The first thing they like to do is they like to start, I call it the Goonie syndrome. Okay, it's a Goonie syndrome. They tell me, you ever see the movie Goonies? They're like, okay, you have to tell us everything. You got to tell us everything. And he says, tell you everything? Okay, when I was in 3rd grade, I cheated on my history exam. And when I was in 4th grade, that's what people start doing. They start telling me everything. They start giving themselves all the things that they didn't do, and they start beating themselves up. I said, number 1, you got to forgive yourself. The day you meet with me is the day you push that restart button and we move forward. Number 3, we must be accountable. Dr. Benjamin Hardy, he says, what we track improves, and what we track and report, it improves exponentially. So if we want to have some upgraded thinking, we want to have some better spending plans, right? Because I never talk about budget. We have to get accountable. I know that makes some people feel kind of way, but if you want to have that upgraded, it's going to take that. And think about it. If we want to get in shape, we're going to get a trainer. If we want a new engine in our car, we're going to talk to the engine specialist. So why is it when we talk about our money, we go to our broke Uncle Larry who's sitting on the couch? I mean, come on. And if you are Uncle Larry, I greatly apologize. So we have to have a money mentor. We have to have somebody who's going to help us, who's going to teach us, who's going to guide us every step of the way. Listen, go to my Smart Link and download my free ebook, my 1-page financial plan, The Wall of Wealth. And my intention was that is so that you can quickly identify those blind spots in your financial plan. If you look at it and you can see an area, listen, it's kind of boring, right? It's not like this really super sexy thing, but I'm telling you, if you can look at your finances and you can identify the areas that are missing, it will save you. It will save you so much down the road. I get calls from people every week when something went wrong because they were missing something in their financial plan. They were missing something in the wall of wealth. Because a lot of well-meaning families, they try to put on the roof and the windows before they ever lay a proper foundation. They start talking about buying and selling real estate and Bitcoin and, stocks and all these things, but they have the wrong health insurance or the wrong type of health insurance. They have little or no life insurance, folks. This is huge. And if we're entrepreneurs, we have to have a disability plan. What happens if we can't go to work, right? We have to have a disability plan in place. So if we're going to thrive in 2025, we got to prepare. We got to prepare because listen, you are the one in your family. If you were here on this call and you're up early, it's 4:09 where I am. I'm not sure where time it is in your neck of the woods, but you got up early. That means that you are the one that's supposed to change your family last name forever. And if that's going to happen, you got to start implementing. We got to start doing better. We've got to start being better. We got to start talking better. And listen, I like it to think about it this way. I'm realistic. I believe in miracles. Right. And so with that, I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric.
Oh my goodness, that was incredible. Thank you so much, Leah. Wow, that was a TED Talk right there. We certainly appreciate you always bringing the nuggets. And you're right, you are the one, folks. You are the one. People tell me, hey, Eric, I didn't come from a rich family. I came from the wrong side of the tracks. My parents didn't, they didn't have money. None of that matters. I didn't come from a rich family, but I created one. Right? I love the things that you talk about. Realistic, throw that word away. Throw that word away. Realistic. I remember during COVID, I created a new course. I came out with my first book. I built my dream home by the beach on the golf course during COVID. Like I wasn't looking at realistic. I just had goals, right? So you just have to have your goals, right? So appreciate that. We are going to go to our next speaker, all the way in Maryland. And this woman right here, she actually has something special for you all. So you better listen closely, right? Especially for the holidays. She is an expert at building business relationships. So if you want to learn how to network and how to build business relationships, she's the one you need to follow. She's the one you need to learn from. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go to my good friend, Amberly Shreve. The floor is yours.
Well, good morning, everyone. Eric, thank you so much. And it's always an honor and a pleasure to be here with you and with Leah and Zion and Annie, my incredible colleagues and friends. So I love this topic. I feel like every topic gets better and better. That's how I really feel. I feel like they all just get better. So when we're talking about our goal setting strategies for 2025, like, what's the first thing that you think? Do you feel overwhelmed? Let's just sit there for a moment and just think about how we feel. So one of the things that is truly going to get me excited is the relationship building piece. And that is because I'm all about relationships. So I'm going to focus on how am I staying connected with the people that I'm doing life with? My clients, my colleagues, the people that maybe I engage with, maybe not as often as others, but I still want to have touch points throughout the year. Those are the types of things that I can show you. How to stay memorable, how to stand out and make a difference, to the point where when someone contacts you, you just pick up right where you left off. There's no awkward feeling of, oh goodness, I haven't talked to you in 5 years. And then all of a sudden you're going to call me up and act like, we're going to go ahead and, have a chat or do this. Some people, they want to feel like they matter. So those are the types of situations that I can help you with. I want to support every aspect of your business, anything from networking to staying memorable, staying in contact with your clients. Please feel free to reach out and let's talk about those possibilities. For the goals that we are looking to reach, okay, there are so many places that we can start, but as well as I do, one of the most important pieces, personal growth. How are we growing? How are we stretching and growing? And you know what? It's going to be uncomfortable. So get ready. It doesn't feel good when you're growing and stretching and things are happening. It doesn't matter if you're growing and stretching financially within your business as an individual. Maybe you're pulling those weeds. You know what I mean when I say pulling weeds. You are pulling those people that you don't need to be hanging around. Those people do not serve you. Let's find genuine, wonderful people that we are going to do close life with. They are going to support your dreams and your aspirations and your business. They are going to be the positivity that lights up your life. They're not going to drag you down. Be intentional with your relationships. Your professional career. What are you looking to achieve? You have to have goals, guys. You don't know what you're doing each week unless you have them written down. You have to be able to look at these pieces every single week in order to know where you're going. You have to be able to look over these and say, okay, this is what I did this week, but this is what I really need to do this week in order to achieve this. Remember, I know we've said this plenty of times on here. How do we eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It doesn't have to be overwhelming and out of control. We can control this. It's just a little bit at a time, that 1% each day that you are looking to achieve your business. your financial goals. Believe it or not, it's all a part of what you're doing. We, in our family, we have a 100-day compounding saving plan. Each day, so it starts out with $1, and then it's $2, and then it's $3, and over 100 days, we save $5,050 in this house. And I will tell you, it not only teaches our daughters the importance of $1, but how hard it is to save every single week and what goes into that. And as you get into the months, like that last month and a half is not easy. They have to be careful with their spending. They have to maybe up their chores. Maybe they have to do certain things that they normally wouldn't do, but maybe we need to say, oh, I'm not going to do these things. I'm going to do these things. Our relationships are just as important for our goal setting. Remember, who you're hanging around, who you are choosing to do life with is going to make you the individual that you are. They're going to support the life that you're creating for yourself. If they are not, sorry, but they got to go. They got to go, guys. I mean, all they're going to do is tear you down. They're going to tear you down. You don't need things like that. You are soaring, right? You are soaring in 2025. You do not have time for all of this. Adventure and travel is always fun for goals, right? Is there something special that you want to do? Is there something special a special memory maybe that you want to make with your family? Make that a goal. That's always fun. Your health and wellness, it has to be a goal. Okay, listen, if you are an entrepreneur and you are rocketing in your business and your financial goals are being met, and after you get off that call, you're sitting with a bag of hot Cheetos. Now, come on, somebody. You have to fuel your body, right? And I know you can do it. Okay, I know you can do it. You're going to get those steps in. You're going to make sure that you're fueling your body the correct way. You're going to drink your water. You're going to get all those things in because you know why? Because you deserve it and you love who you are. And I love who you are. And I know you can be the best expansion of yourself. The last one of my favorite goals are creative goals. What can you do for yourself today that you can think about? Something creative, and it could be as simple as just taking some time to just maybe color. There are adult coloring books. Maybe you like to paint. Maybe you like to take a pottery class. My husband and I were just talking about that the other day, a clay pottering class with the table and it spins. I just think that would be super cool. So there is so much for each and every one of us to explore. But if you do not have these things set in place, your faith, your family, your financial growth, your personal growth, your professional growth, and your financial growth. Did I already say financial? Your financial growth, then they need to be your goals, guys. They need to be your goals. Reach out to me. Let's do life together. I would love the opportunity to spend some time with you and find out what your goals are for 2025. Eric, back to you, my friend.
Well, I muted myself. Look, what I said was so profound. Too bad you guys didn't hear it. Appreciate that, Everly. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Another TED Talk. All right, appreciate it. Look, we have people here from all over the world, So you definitely want to put a comment in there so we can shout you out. Call from Great Britain. She is here. Mary Jude is here. Dr. Tiffany, I just met her last week. Good to see you. She did a video on Balanced Life. Yeah, you guys need to check that out. Check out her page. Incredible video. Thanks for being here, Dr. Tiffany. All right, welcome, Alicia. Good to see you. Mohammed, good to see you. Ido, good to see you. Samuel, good to see you. Amaka, Dr. Amaka is here. Abdullah is here. Florence, good to see you. Let's see. Ijoma, good to see you. Let's see. Paulette, welcome. Good morning. Lucy, good morning. Wow, we have so many people. If I don't get to you, please forgive me. We just have people from all over the world. Okay. Felix, welcome. Yolanda, welcome. Michael, good to see you. Spencer, welcome. All right. Claudia, welcome. Snaha, welcome. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Navinia, welcome. Degreet, welcome. My goodness. Now people are putting it in. What about me? I'll get to everybody else. All right. We like to acknowledge everybody. We appreciate everybody being on here. All right. And I think everybody is as important as everybody else. Right? Everybody. My son asked me one time, he said, Dad, you treat everybody the same. Even the people, like when we go to the hotel, the people sweeping the floor, you treat them just like the people that run the building. I said, that's because everybody should be respected, right? We're all human beings, right? We're all human beings. All right. So let's get to our next person to speak today. So we're going from Maryland, we're going all the way to Great Britain again to talk to my good friend who, look, this person, let me just tell you something about Annie. All right. He's a marketing genius, first of all, right? He's a marketing genius. When I came on LinkedIn, I just had a regular profile. I didn't even know you can post. Like, I thought LinkedIn was just to find a job, believe it or not. But I connected with Annie, and he showed me a world of opportunity, And through him, I was able to meet Zion and Leah and thousands of other people. So if you want to take your business to a whole new level, especially now, there's something special on LinkedIn. Maybe he'll tell you about it. He also helps you write books. I don't want to steal his thunder. So let's go to Great Britain to hear from the marketing genius, Annie Osung. The floor is yours.
I'm always humbled by your kind words, my friend. Always humbled, seriously. Thank you so much. This is a huge topic. Amberly and Leah, of course, have shared gems so far, right? And this is one that I think almost kickstarts your life. 2025 is here. If you set the right goals, your year will be transformed. That's my year in 2024 was transformed by goal setting in January. So I'll share with you what I learned from the process. I'm no coach. I'm just I'm a mindset practitioner. If you want to call it, and let me change that. Someone who practices mindset. So I'm more a mindset student and a doer rather than being a coach, right? And let me say this. Setting my goals. I thought, what's the point? I know what I want to do. And my coach was like, write it down. It took me 3 weeks to sort out my goals. Here's why. The first first 10 things I wrote, I want £1 million. I want a fast car, big house, all these things, right? And so I'll write them, I'll come back, she'll say, are you sure? Look at it again. And then here's the trick about goal setting, my friends. My number one point for you today. Often write it down. It's what's your why? Why do you want to achieve that goal? What's the reason? What difference is it going to make to you? See, only when you understand that big difference, how your life's going to change, will you commit to your goal. We can all write things down, like I was doing, right? Only when I realized, okay, this is bigger than me. This is not just about writing down what Annie wants. This is the transformation I'm looking for. Now, when I achieve this, it will make me feel fulfilled. Think of that. That's what your goals really are. Now, when Leah says, sod the stupid goals, I agree. I couldn't agree more. We'll say sod in England, and that means let it go, right? Let it go. Don't set smart goals. No. What do you seek? What's your sense of purpose? What does achieving that look like for you? As Amberly said, my friends, put a number on it. Don't be scared. My number is £1 million a year marketing business. So we can argue all day about, okay, do I have a small goal and work my way up to a big goal or whatever, right? Do I have a big goal and focus on that? You're missing the point. The point is to have that thing that's going to make you feel fulfilled and give you the life you want. Give your family the life you want. And on a simple level, for me, it's financial freedom. I want the freedom to buy whatever I want, never worry about money ever again. I want my family to never worry about money ever again. Well, no, what's that number? It's infinite, right? It really is infinite. But no, but I will be starting somewhere if I earn £1 million a year in my business. If I can pay myself £10,000 a month every month, what can't I afford? And then I can buy my Bentley, which that's my dream, right? Now, and Bentley's are hundreds of thousands of pounds. Yes, they'll say I'm having a midlife crisis, but I don't care. That's what I want to buy anyway. Electric blue, hybrid, and that's what I want, right? I'm saying these are goals that you set, but don't just set them, write them down. If you truly write them down, you commit to them. You can see them. When Amber said, look at them every week, I look at every month, every day. I write them down every day. Look, there's my goal setting card that sits over there in the corner. There's one in my wallet. And every day I write the goals out again. Do you know why I write them out? Not because I'm bored, because I have to keep the energy up towards achieving the goals. I have to keep these goals alive. Don't put them in a drawer somewhere and leave them to rot. Only by keeping them in front of me every day do I see. No, that's when you truly focus. When mindset people say focus on your goals, think about it every day. Think about it, and then what you find is that you're going to get little steps towards the goal. You get, what we call downloads, ideas. What can I do today? What can I do tomorrow? Who with, right? So dare to truly write your goals down, work towards them, and aim big. Aim big. Look, there's something wrong with aiming small. I get we're just going to win our games. If you're a football team, why? What for? If you win your games, and what? It's very different to saying we want to be the best team in the world. We want to win everything. I'm saying that means once you have that big hairy goal, suddenly you have a clear direction. You have to have the best players in the world, so you buy them bits at a time. The best stadium in the world. Are you with me? You get the idea? Progressively, you get towards your big goal. Don't be scared by your goal. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. They're nowhere near big enough. Your goals should truly scare you, not because they're scary to get achieved, but because achieving it will change your life. And most people are scared to change their life by being successful. Don't let your goals be that way, right? And so the last thing I'll say about goal setting is your real goals, whether you like it or not, rests in helping other people. Everything you want in life rests in helping other people. Eric does it here. He brings us all and shines the light on all of us every Monday. That's how he's going to achieve his goal. Because when you give, you tend to get back in return. Whether you're getting money, whether you're getting love, whether you're getting relationships, introductions, whatever you call it. Literally, by giving, you gain more. Make your goals by helping others, and they'll help you in return. I'll stop talking, Eric.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You dropped some nuggets there. We appreciate you, Annie. All right. Well, welcome, everybody. I see a lot of new people jumping on. Welcome, Bella, Michael. Good to see you. Claudia. All right. So I'm going to share a few things about goal setting. Okay. By the way, I do see a few questions, but we can take some more. So if you have a question, type in, first thing you should write is question. So I know it's a question. Okay. Then put the question in there for us to answer. All right. So real quickly, I just want to share this with you. So a couple of years ago, I went to the barbershop, and it was right before the new year. And I was talking to my barber about the new year and everything. And I said, man, I have a lot of goals and blah, blah. And then I asked him, I said, so what are your goals? And he said, Eric, I don't really write goals anymore. I said, why not? He said, well, when you write a goal down and then you tell your wife and then you don't accomplish it, then she said, well, you didn't even do what you said you were going to do. And, so I just figured if I don't put goals out there, then I don't have to worry about not accomplishing them. And I looked at him and I felt really sorry for him. I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for his kids, because that's the mentality he has to share with his kids. You see, folks, you don't write a goal because you have to hit it. You write a goal to get you closer to it, right? I said earlier that I wrote a book. When I wrote the book, my goal was to launch the book by, I think it's here somewhere. Wish I could show you. It's here somewhere. But my goal was to launch the book by January, to release it in January. I didn't release it till April. So I missed my goal, but I still wrote a best-selling book. You see what I mean? So folks, don't worry about it. You have to get there. Just think about it this way. You're going to go further because of the fact that you had a goal, even if you don't hit your goal. You see? So that's why it's important to have goals, folks. It's very important to have goals. By the way, I want that baby blue Bentley also. Did you come and look at my dream board? Yes, I need a Bentley too. All right. My son, he's a soccer star, right? And he said, I'm gonna be a professional soccer player. I'm gonna play in Europe. I'm not playing in America. They're not good at soccer. We're going to Europe. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to play soccer. And he said, and when I get my first check, I'm going to buy you that Bentley, Dad. And I'm like, well, I'm happy that you want to buy me a Bentley, but you're 13 years old. I want to have that Bentley before you become a professional. So you may have to buy me something else. All right. But it's good to have your kids thinking like that they can do whatever they want in life. Right. So quick tips, 4 quick tips on getting to your goals. Number 1 is you want to have milestones. Okay. Don't just have one goal. Like, I want to make 6 figures in my business next year. That is too broad. It's too far, especially if you're making $500 a month right now. 100,000 is so grandiose that you'll quit before you start. Right. So here's what you do. You break it down. I want to make $1,000 this month. And then you do it. Then your brain will give you permission to get to 2,000 or 3,000. Right. My goal was to hit 100,000. I hit it. And then my goal was to do it again. I hit 200,000. Then my goal was to do it again. And now my goal is so big, so huge. But if I didn't start small, I would never get to the big goals. Right. So you want to break down your goals. All right. That's why I always talk about, having like daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. Don't just have a yearly goal or a 5-year goal. You never get there because, you haven't hit the small ones. Right. So that's number 1. Number 2, visualize success. You want to have a dream board, right? Have a board where you actually put the pictures of the things you want. For me, I have everything I want. I have it on my phone. I have it on my computer. Like, it's all over. So there is no doubt. Every day I'm telling myself, this is what I'm going to achieve. This is what I'm going to achieve. This is what I'm going to achieve. And then when I achieve it, I change the pictures, right? So you want to visualize success because our brain thinks in pictures. Okay, visualize success. All right, number 3, surround yourself with people that will help you get there. This is huge. Surround yourself with the people that will help you get there. Look, so I'm going to tell you something that may be controversial, but I don't mind being controversial. If you want to make $500,000 a year and your parents don't make more than $100,000 a year, they're not the people that will get you there. So you need to find someone that's made it and go listen to them. Right. I know it's hard to accept that, but I'm trying to help you. You have to seek the people out that will help you achieve your goal wherever they are. If you can't talk to them, watch videos on them. Right. You have to surround yourself with people that will help you get to that goal because someone's already done what you want to do. Why try and figure it out? Learn from them and model them. All right. That's very important. Surround yourself with people that have what you want, and that will make it more. It'll make it easier for you to get that. Okay. So that's number 3. All right. So number 4, the last one. This is the toughest one, but believe me, it works. I've been doing it for 25 years. Put your goals out there so people know what it is. Ooh, this will change your life. I tell people what I'm going to do, and now I have to do it. Right? I tell my kids, when we were traveling to Mexico, I told them a year before, we're going to Mexico next summer. Now I have to make it happen. Right? We're going to Jamaica next year. I told my kids, and I'm telling you, right? Like, if you put it out there, you will find that you're more motivated to do it, and you won't talk yourself out of it. You won't give yourself a pass, right? I don't want my kids coming back. Dad, I thought you said we're going to Jamaica. What happened? Right. So put your goals out. Okay, one of my goals, I'm going to do a sales seminar for you all this Wednesday, right? And I'm going to post it today. Look for it. I have to do it. I just told all of you. I just told Paulette. I just told Samuel. I just told Michelle, Leah. I just told Dr. Tiffany. I just told you what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to do another seminar the week before the 1st about goal setting. It's a whole seminar, and you're going to see it on my page. If you don't see it, contact me and say, Eric, what happened to the seminar? What happened? Right? So that will really change your life when you put your goals in front of you, but you share it with other people. Say, this is what I'm going to do. All right. That's high level goal setting, high level, right? All right. So that's what I want to share with you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the applause. I love it. Thank you so much. I used to be the only one on these calls by myself, and I clap for myself. There was nobody but me. I mean, have you ever done a live and there was nobody there? And I'm excited talking to myself and said, put a hashtag live, and there's nobody there to do that. All right, so let's keep going. Our final speaker before we get to the questions is my good friend all the way from Nigeria and West Africa. He's known as Mr. Positive Energy. When you hear him, you will know why. Okay, he helps people all over the world become positive, change their outlook on life. He really needs no introduction. So I'm going to stop right there and welcome my good friend Zion Naguru. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. It's always a privilege to be here. And I tell you, we as speakers, we are here to learn as well. And having to listen to Leah, Ambali, Mr. Eni, and Eric himself, for me, I've been blown away. And I'm sure everyone in the listening lounge, you could resonate with me as well. So happy Monday. It's amazing. It's a wonderful week. It's a blessed week. And I know that for the fact that you are here, your week is sure going to be great. Now, it's a very interesting topic, goal setting strategy for 2025. And I know my speakers have said a whole lot. They've dropped all the nuggets, they dropped the bombs. I'm going to come into, but nevertheless, we are still going to share what we need to share. But one thing I want to ask you this morning when it comes to goal setting for 2025, it's what do you see in 2025? Ask yourself that question. What do you see? What do you see? What are you seeing? We are not in 2025 yet, but I'm asking you, what do you see? Because it's important you visualize your 2025. Visualizing is the roadmap for you to actualize what you want to get. So one thing when it comes to goal setting, the ability for you to visualize, what do you see? When I'm asking you, what do you see? I'm not asking you, what do you see with your physical eyes, but with the eyes of your mind. What can your mind see in 2025 that you want to achieve? What is that thing you want to get to? What's those big goals, those big dreams in your heart that you want to achieve? So my question is, what do you see? What you see will give you a sense of purpose. What you see will give you a sense of direction. What you see will give you a sense of intentionality. What do you see? For every successful people you see today, they seek to solve problems. They solve problems. They attend to people. So what do you see in 2025? For yourself, for your life, for your business, for your family. Because the key for you to move as a person, if you are going to your kitchen, if you are going to the sitting room, if you are going to your bedroom, you have to see. You have to see the way there. If you are not seeing the way that you will struggle to get there. So my question again for you is, what do you see? What you see is as important as the roadmap. What you see is as important as your association. So what do you see for 2025? If you're not seeing anything yet, it's okay. You can start seeing from today. You can start visualizing it. You can start, envisioning your 2025 on how it wants to be. A pictorial view of where you want to get to, it's very, very important. He said you cannot feature in the future, you cannot picture in your mind. So you have to picture 2025 in your mind. So ask yourself, what do you see? Now, beyond saying, I love the fact that my other speakers have spoken about it. Write what you see down. Without writing it down, they are just mere imaginations. So for what to allow what you see becomes a reality is the ability for you to write them down. People write a lot of things down, but at the end of the day, they forget what they've imagined. They've imagined a lot of things. I want to do this. I want to do that. Imagination. It's good. It's beautiful, but it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. You have to pen it down. So writing your goals down, writing those visions, those things you want to achieve, it's key and it's very, very important. And I love that Mr. Ennis spoke about this earlier, but I want to stress it again. It's tailor your goals towards your why. It saves you the stress. It saves you all the fighting, all the hustle and bustle. Because at the end of the day, you are going to face challenges. You are going to face obstacles. One thing that will keep you grounded, one thing that will keep you consistent, one thing that will keep you committed, it's your why. What's your why? Now, people are setting goals because of the why of their neighbor, the whys of their friend, of their colleague. Oh, my friend is going to do this, so I'm going to add that to my goal setting. No, it has to come from you. What is your why? Why are you doing what you're doing? You want to make millions, you want to do X, Y, Z. What's the why behind it? The why is very, very important. It's key. The why will keep you grounded. It will put you in a place of consistency, in a place of commitment. It will help you, energize you. When you feel down, when you feel challenged, when you see obstacles, remembering your why gives that spark that you might have lost along the way. My next point is, your association determines your destination. I'll say that again. Your association determines your destination. The kind of people you associate yourself with should be people who are aligned with your goal. Who are aligned with your goal. If you are going with, imagine you as a family at home. I love using practical examples. Maybe as a father, as a mother, as a father and your child, and you are both in the sitting room, and the father wants to go outside, and the child wants to go to the kitchen, and you are holding your hands. Would there be progress? The father will be dragging his child to go outside. The child will be dragging, okay, let's go to the kitchen. There will not be progress. There will be tussle. You'll be fighting. And at the end of the day, there's no movement. But by the time the father and the son agrees to go outside, you don't have to drag each other. Just take the hand and we go outside. Or we decided to go to the kitchen together. We don't have to struggle to go to the kitchen. We take our hands and we go to the kitchen together. That's why your association is very, very important. Associate yourself with people that has like mind, like vision, like goals, because it makes the journey smoother. They will be there to energize you, to support you, to motivate you. Your association is a vehicle to your destination. The faster you want to go depends on the people you associate yourself with. How fast you're going to achieve that goals, those dreams in your heart is determined by the kind of associations you have. So your association, like I said before, determines your destination. Another point 8, speak your dreams into reality. Speak those goals into reality. Don't just set goals, write them down and keep silent about it. No, talk about it as if it's no man's business. Talk about your goal like your life depends on it. Let me tell you, the more you talk about it, the more it sinks in your subconscious. The more you talk about what you want to do, the more you become more intentional about it. And then people hear it. Oh, you want to do this, you want to achieve it. Then when you talk about your goals, people know how they want to help you. People have so much big goals, big dreams, but nobody knows what they're thinking. And because they don't know, they might not know how to support you. They might not know how to help you. They might not know what kind of advice or strategy they can give to you. So speak your goals into reality. Don't keep short. My friend, we always say a closed mouth is a closed destiny. If your mouth is closed, your destiny is closed. So you have to speak those dreams into reality. The second to the last point is, whatever you are doing, whatever goal you are setting, make sure you are setting it on the foundation of positivity. Whoa, for me, this is the biggest for me because I love positivity so much. Let me tell you, any goal set on the foundation of positivity is a goal that is set for possibilities. So when you take positivity as a foundation to achieve your goal, I tell you, you become unstoppable. There is nothing impossible for you. You can achieve anything you set your mind to achieve when your foundation is a positive foundation. Any seed you sow on the soil of positivity will grow and will definitely bring fruit. So whatever goal you are setting, Make sure you are doing it from a place of a positive mindset. And lastly, I will end with this: starts. Some people said go from January to December. They don't start. Start. Don't wait to be perfect. Start that goal. Don't plan and plan and plan and plan. And time is going. Some people plan from January after they are still planning. No. Set your goal and start. Do not wait to be perfect. Do not wait for all the logistics to be in place. With what you have, from where you are, you can start. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I yield the mic back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you as always. All right, so we're gonna go through our questions real quick. So for my panel, you don't have to answer every question, but whichever one you want to, we'll jump into it. Okay, so give me 1 second here. All right, so let's go with this one first. And then when you answer the question, tell us how everybody can reach you. Okay. Coral from across the pond says, what advice would you give to someone feeling lost or unsure about their direction? Amberly, go ahead. By the way, Leah, I can't see your hand, so just blurt out something if you want to speak. Just talk. Go ahead, Amberly.
This is a great question. Coral, thank you so much for this. You guys, I've been here. I've been here, and I've been here for a while. So the first thing is self-care and prayer, and really just give it for me. I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to say, okay, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to start? Where is the direction? Where am I supposed to be going? And it is going to be self-care, because at this time you have to take care of your mental and well-being. This is crucial, because sometimes, you guys, believe it or not, we don't have all the answers, right? We don't know everything about everything. So we are going to seek advice. We are going to seek guidance. And whether that is prayer, colleagues, we are going to do our own research, whatever it is, we are going to really understand and feel what we need to feel and seek guidance how we can. Thanks. Back to you, Eric.
All right. Thank you. Leah, did you want to say anything? Okay.
Yeah, I love what Amberly said. One thing that I do is, what I would really ask is, what are you really doing what you want to be doing? I think if somebody is feeling really lost and unsure, then a lot of times we have goals that are not really our goals. We're kind of doing things what other people think is important, or what other people think we should do. So I would say get quiet and get really, really clear about what it is that you truly want. So hand it back to you, Eric.
Absolutely. Thank you. Annie, go ahead.
So I totally agree. So I agree with Leah, and I think it's about finding out what's in your soul. Sometimes taking the time to be quiet. That's why we meditate, right? It's time to be quiet and quieten our minds, slow our thinking, and get some clarity. But sometimes we need help, and then I had to have help. A mindset coach was a key for me. Now, finding someone you can really talk to honestly about what you like doing. I see many people who always want to do what other people are doing. That's not your goal. That's their goal. You focus on what whatever, even if it's so obscure, Eric, still go for it. Focus on everything that's created around you. Someone thought about that was someone's goal. So however mad or crazy yours sounds, get clarity, focus on it, and make it your sense of purpose. That's probably my biggest point. Unless you have that feeling towards your goal, it's not going to happen. When something happens, you get blown off course. My mistake was, and then I struggle to feel, why am I doing this? You have to truly feel it and feel. There's a book, feeling is the secret. Really, I'm saying, when you understand how to internalize your goals, the results come to you. Look, and I'm on LinkedIn. Find me on LinkedIn. So now, of course, I love to connect with anyone. So do connect with me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Zion.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Eric, and great response from my speakers. From my experience, one thing that has made some persons feeling lost and unsure of their direction is lack of results. When you don't get results, when you don't see anything happening, they have been doing everything possible. These are triggers that can make people, to feel lost and having lost sense of direction. One thing that we encourage is embracing gratitude. It's very, very important. Embracing gratitude. It doesn't matter what with the level you are. You have made progress, no matter how small it is. So recognize the progress you've made and embrace gratitude towards that. And like Mr. Ennis said, you need help. Most of the things are things you cannot do all by yourself. You need help. Talk to people, share with people. Don't just take it all in and be thinking about it all by yourself. Employ people's brain, employ people's thinking. Let them help you strategize, let them help you plan. For persons you are setting goals, it's not a must that you must set your goals all by yourself. That's why you need people. Let people help you set your goal. And lastly, I love this a lot, the God factor. The God factor is a factor that guarantees success. And you're only going back to God. For me, it's not negotiable. Going back to the Father, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, and I'm proud to say this. I always go back to God, like, what do you have for me? Talk to me, speak to me, especially in the place of prayer, like Amberly said. So these are a few things that you can do that can give you back a sense of direction. So thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I yield the mic.
All right, the crow is crowing over there. So the crow is asking you, how can we reach you, Zion?
All right. You can always reach me on LinkedIn. I'm always there, Zion Inaugural. The only Zion Inaugural you can see on LinkedIn. Just type it in your search bar, and I'm going to pop up on your screen, Mr. Positive Energy. So that's
Awesome. So as we're wrapping up, we have about 9 minutes. I just want to tell Coral that you'll never know exactly what you're supposed to do anyway. So do something. Just do it. Right? It's better to move forward. It's better to make a decision and go right. And if it doesn't work out, you're still moving forward. You still went forward. But if you just sit there and say, should I go right? Should I go left? Should I go right? You're not moving, right? So I always say, just do something and keep moving, all right? All right, so I'm going to go to this next question real quick. Dr. Tiffany says, okay, so I transform educators, corporate, and entrepreneurs. Question, how do I translate the R in SMART goals so that they translate across multiple groups? Okay, let's see. The R is, what does that stand for? Is it
Realistic.
Realistic, exactly, the R. Okay, so how do I translate that realistic in SMART goals so they translate across multiple groups? So anybody want to take a stab at it? Whatever you think, it means for you. Anybody want to take a stab at it? Amberly, go ahead. Let's keep it to 1 minute each.
Okay. So for me, the R is realistic. I think being realistic is crucial. I think relating that to other people is what makes sense for you. What truly makes sense for you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks because they're not living in what you are living in. They're not doing the same job that you're doing. They don't go about it that way. And I think what feels good for you is truly all that matters. Back to you, Eric. Oh, and you guys can reach me on LinkedIn, all the socials. Reach out. I'm there. You can find me under my name. I would love the opportunity to connect with you, see how I can bless and serve you. And I wish for everyone happy holidays.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amberly. And by the way, folks, if you want to reach me, just LinkedIn is probably the best way. I do events all the time, so stick around. Have an event Wednesday on sales. We do that. Promote your business. If you have a business you want to promote, connect with Coral. She'll tell you how you can do it for free to 3 times a week, right? So we do a lot here. Okay, so let me go to, did anybody else put up their hand? Okay, Annie, go ahead.
I think I prefer the word relevant probably than realistic. I don't know. The realistic sounds balmy to me. In the work setting, it makes sense. If it's to other people's work,
yes,
then you can be realistic because you have to curtail within the boundaries of what they're required to do, right? Their specifications, role, job, what training program, call it what you like. But I think that setting the goals that are relevant to each person's, environment, each person's, like I say, responsibilities, what you really want to do. Us entrepreneurs, we have to dream big. There's no point us dreaming realistically, as Leah said earlier. But for your employees, for your team, for your trainees, the goals you set must be aligned to their roles. Otherwise, the satisfaction that you're going to try and kill them, overwork, burnout, blah 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 blah. I'll leave that alone.
All right, thank you. Leah, did you want to speak? Did you have anything to say?
Yeah, I would just say I'm realistic. I believe in miracles, right? I love what Annie said. I love what Amberly said. It's really what is realistic to you. Your vision, your dream was for you. It wasn't for everybody else. It wasn't a conference call, right? That vision you have, that dream you have is in your heart. So if you have it there, it's an inspiration and it was meant for you to achieve it. Hand it back to you, Eric.
Awesome. Zion, you can
Yes,
do it in less than a minute.
yes, I have a different word for the arrow. For me, the arrow means relatable. When it comes to setting goals, set goals that people can actually relate with, in whatever it is that they're doing. So I'll give relatable for the arrow.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So for me, I don't believe in being realistic at all. If I was realistic in my life, I would not have half of what I have today. If I was realistic, oh man, I wouldn't have accomplished half of what I've accomplished. My sons won't go to the best schools in the area. We won't travel the world if I was realistic. Yeah. So the being realistic, what it does is it limits you to what you think you can accomplish, right? It limits you to what you think you can accomplish. So I mean, throw that word away, because you won't achieve your full potential if you're realistic. Your realistic is based on what you've accomplished in the past. And that has nothing to do with what you can accomplish in the future, right? So yeah, so I don't really believe in being realistic. But I believe in just reaching for the stars. Oh, I just came up with that just like that. Can you believe that? My R means reaching for the stars. Somebody write that down. Send it to me if I forget I said it. Reach for the stars. All right, so we have 3 minutes. Did everybody share how they can be reached? Yes? Okay, good. All right, so appreciate it. Well, 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get one more real quick. I think I saw someone ask this question. Maybe real quick we can get to it. Let's see.
Samuel had a question.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm actually looking for Samuel's question. Okay, there we go. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so real quick, we have like 2 minutes, right? And before I forget, yeah, when I said put your goals out there, here's the caveat. Don't share your goals with negative people, by the way. Okay. Don't call your broke uncle that's never had a business in his life and share your goals and dreams of being a millionaire with him. Okay. He's gonna kill your dream. I just wanted to throw that out there. All right, real quick. Samuel, I'm in a health and wellness niche, and I want to know how I can incorporate other niches into my writing career without being jack of all trades. Okay, so real quick, let me just address this, because I've had the same challenge, right? You can do different things in the same area, right? I'm a sales coach, right? I help people 2x, 3x, 10x their sales, right? I also help people on stages to build their business, studiospeaking.com, right? It works the same because I'm helping the same people in different areas, right? So as long as they're similar, you can do both. You just don't want to be a barber and a financial coach, right? Like, okay, what is it? What is it that you do, right? But if they're similar, it's fine. All right, real quick, like 20 seconds. Anybody want to share?
All right, look, my friends, this is a simple one, Samuel. Well, it's not simple, right? Look, you need to find your own way to combine your expertise. I call it blue ocean thinking. It's a unique idea only you have. Can you combine all of this into one coherent way of doing things, your way? Can you? Make that your goal.
Awesome.
If you can, run with it, my friend. No one else will compete against you at all. You'll be a winner in your field.
Great. Thank you. Anybody else? No? Okay. All right. So let's end with that. We appreciate everybody being here from all over the world as usual. And we will be here again next week, same time, same place. It has been a plum pleasing pleasure to be here with you this morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.